Hello my dear health seeker, Inga from Health Origins here. So tonight I'm going to be experimenting and making a brownie from a vegetable. So let's begin. So this is a recipe that I found online, and it was using sweet potato, baked or cooked sweet potato basically. But I happen to have some carrots, and I'm going to use that. So this is about 2 or 3 carrots, about a cupful of steamed carrots here, and you need to mash them well. So my carrots are now mashed. I'm gonna proceed adding other ingredients, but first of all, actually I'll put a pinch of salt just to mix that in a little bit. Then I'm gonna add a quarter of a cup of maple syrup, and I modified this recipe just slightly because the original recipe I've seen, it had a half a cup of butter, some kind of nut butter, so I thought that was a lot. So instead I've got a third of a cup, so 1/3 of a cup of nut butter. So I'm using a combination of peanut butter that I'm kind of finishing off and some almond butter I had. So just try and get it all out. And then also I'm adding a teaspoon of vanilla essence. That wasn't an original recipe either. And I'm gonna just mix up all the wet ingredients. To incorporate everything well. In fact, it seems like the ratio of peanut butter to carrot is quite a bit more of peanut butter, it almost looks like. So I'm gonna add another steamed carrot because I don't think it was quite a full cup of carrots. So I'm mashing in one more carrot in here because, like I said, I didn't have quite one full cup. So just mixing everything through. So now I need to add the cocoa powder. So I've got organic raw cocoa powder here. Use whatever cocoa powder you've got. So I'll add 4 tablespoons to this, about a quarter of a cup, to give it nice chocolate flavor. So that's now mixed through. An original recipe did not have anything else. However, I've got quite a bit of this coconut flour, so I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coconut flour to kind of for the dough to be a little bit less wet. So just 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. The original recipe did not include this, but I need to use it up, and plus I think it could do with being a little bit drier too, because we don't want very fudgy or wet brownies. Depends, obviously. If you do like fudgy and wet brownies, then you might just skip the coconut flour bit. And now I'm just gonna put it in a tin, a metal tin. You could do a glass container, whatever works for you. I've got this bread tin that I'm going to use, and my oven is preheating on 175 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. And you can double this recipe because it's not a lot from a single recipe here. So you could double the ingredients and have like a bigger baking tin perhaps. Cooks through properly. And we're going to be baking this on 175 degrees Celsius, like I said, for 15 minutes. So even out as best as you can. This has baked for 20 minutes and it's been resting for about 5-10 minutes here. So I'm gonna just make sure it's not stuck to the sides, and then I'm gonna try and take it out. So I'm gonna just, there we go. That's out. I'll let that cool for just a few more minutes and then we're gonna slice and taste test it. So that's looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna do some taste testing. There are the brownies. They smell pretty brownie-ish. So now to taste test. They are quite kind of soft and fudgy. I don't know whether I would, bake them for another maybe 10 minutes actually. We'll see what it's like inside. It's not bad. It's very rich. It's brownie tasting, but I think it definitely needs probably another 10-15 minutes of baking because the temperature is fairly low, 175 degrees Celsius, so I think it hasn't kind of fully cooked through. I mean, everything is cooked anyway, so you could still eat it, but I would say actually I would bake it for an extra 10-15 minutes, so probably about 30 to 35 minutes I would say, yeah. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good how it tastes proper brownie like from carrot, from a vegetable, right? And it's only a handful of ingredients and you've got a quick dessert. So that is a good one. And I love experimenting. So what did you think about this experiment? Are you gonna try to make it yourself as well? And maybe you will try it with the sweet potato as the original recipe called for. Let me know what you thought of it. If you're new here, welcome, and subscribe for more videos like this every Wednesday, and then Cook Along for Weight Loss show on Sundays at 7 o'clock GMT. And remember, food is fuel, so be mindful of what you put in your body. Until next time.